Good morning, people of YouTube. How are we all doing? So yeah, we're back again for a bit of a different video. I'm not going to be doing a pickups video today. I thought I'd break it up a little bit because I've got too many of them coming. But yeah, I thought I'd do a couple of VRs because I've seen a couple that have really interested me. The first one that's been doing the rounds, and it's like probably the most creative one I've seen for like the longest time ever. And that's Rob Gurnaldinho Plays. He's done Spell Your Name with video games. Now I'm going to do this one quick because I think I'm going to chat more about the second one, which I'll come to in a second. But yeah, loads of great people have done it already. I'm sure you've seen a few of them because I know a lot of people have been doing it. Even Craig's Heroes Games done one. Bloody hell. And he doesn't even do YouTube anymore. But yeah, so I spelled my name. Hopefully you would have seen it on the intro. I'm going to try and do a little intro thing. So yeah, these are the games. I'll show them quickly. We're not going to chat about them too much. Resident Evil 0. Legend on the Super Nintendo. Pretty cool game, that one. Loco Roco. Evil Dead on the PlayStation 2. Evil Dead. £1.49. Bargain. Renegade on the Master System. Cyanide on the PlayStation 2, which is terrible. The Classics Collection on the Mega Drive. What we got? Overture Guilty Gear 2. Now, is it Guilty Gear 2 Overture? Maybe I've cheated on that one. But it was at the top, so that's why I chose it. And yeah, I think I broke this case in me move. Reloaded. And lastly, E. And that should hopefully spell rollercore. So yeah, I'm going to put these over here. And yes, that was a quick VR to Rob Gurnaldinho Plays. I'm sorry, I would have loved to have done a bit of a chat on that one. But loads of other people have done a way better job than I could ever do. And plus, I would like to shout out a second YouTuber that I've shouted about before. And I know a few people have gone over there, but I've really enjoyed his content. And he doesn't do pickup videos the same as us. He does like top 10s and just talks about games basically via doing his weekly things. I think he pretty much does it weekly. But yeah, the last one that he did, I thought, do you know what? That would make a great VR. And I'd love to see other people's opinions on this because, yeah, it's something that could probably go two different ways. Well, say two different ways. We all have our own opinions, so I don't think there'll be that many in the same top 10. So yeah, let me have my coffee and I'll let you know what it is. So yeah, the second part of the VR is going to be from The Beach Gamer. Now, he didn't set up as a VR. He's still fairly new to the YouTube thing, but he does a lot of top 10 videos and everything like that. And I really enjoyed this one that he showed recently. And it was a top 10 favourite box art in your collection. Well, in his collection. But I thought, yeah, put a bit of a spin on it and maybe turn it into a bit of a VR that other people might want to join in as well. Because I think it'd be quite interesting to see, because I don't think we're all going to have the same opinions, because, well, it'd be boring, wouldn't it? So yeah, some great box art over the years. Oh, sorry about that. And looking at like what I picked, most of it's retro, and that kind of goes without saying. I'm not saying box art is bad in any way nowadays. It's just, I don't know, maybe overdone or something like that. I don't know. There's something about it that just doesn't kind of hit that spot. And I'll show you one, and I've got like an honourable mention as well. An honourable mention. I don't know why I spoke like that. But yeah, I'm going to go, like, I'm not going to use this as one, but I'm going to use this one as a modern example. Now, this has got great box art. I actually nearly chose it, but I did think, do you know what? It suffers with the modern box art problem, which is there's too much going on with it. And that is Muramasa. Now, if you look at the detail on the box, you'll see how great like the artwork on this is. But when you see back and everything like that, it just blends in. And like, this is the problem with modern games. They all just look the same because of it. There's nothing striking about it. Now, I'm going to go from this to my well, I'm not going to do it in number one, but I can remember, I think this is the first box art that really like capsulated me. Encapsulated, that's probably the better word for it, isn't it? Not capsulated. And yeah, that's Parodius Dar on the Super Famicom. Now, when I saw this as a kid, this exact box, well, not this exact box, but this Super Famicom version of it when I was a kid. This is one, I think the first, I don't know if it's the first Super Famicom game I got, but bloody hell, this box art definitely made me remember this being the first one that like proper stuck in my head. And yeah, Parodius, it's just such wacky box art and everything like that. And I say about the other box having too much going on. Now this has got a lot going on with it, but something about it, I think it's just like this, the colours, the way that it's been designed and everything like that, just make it just like eye-catching rather than just a mess of things going on. And yeah, I can remember trying to draw this, all the stuff that's on here as a kid. I can remember like getting my Super Play and like seeing other characters in it and stuff like that, like the big ship, the cat ship and everything like that, and trying to draw it. And I think that's what really like makes this in my top 10. Now, like I say, the problem about like art and everything like that, there is so much good artwork all around me that it's been very hard to get a top 10. But, and I think nostalgia plays a big part in a lot of these, but not all of them, not all of them. And we're going to go to Nintendo again, and it's going to be Super Mario Land for the Game Boy. Now, this isn't a proper Mario, as you would say, a proper Mario or anything, but I don't know. Again, this box art just makes me think video games. As soon as I see this, it just makes me think like happy times, and like I can hear the music as soon as I look at this. In fact, I could probably say this is probably up there with my favourite Marios. I've probably completed this one more than any of them. I don't know, but yeah, Nintendo cardboard as well. That just makes everything so much more sexier. But yeah, total favourite of mine. I think the fact that it wasn't a proper Mario kind of makes this box art more special to me. I like things a little bit different. I don't know if you've noticed. And next, back into Nintendo land again. Like I say, this isn't a top 10. I mean, them two probably could have been up there with my favourites. And one I didn't see as a kid, but I equally enjoyed the PAL version. And again, we're going back to Japan and back to the Super Famicom, and it's Shadowrun. Now, I just loved this game as a kid. I mean, just the whole cyberpunk aesthetic really encapsulated me. And yeah, like when I saw the Japanese one, I was like, I need to have this just for the box art. I didn't even care if I could play it or not. Good thing is, it's actually got like translation. It's got the Japanese text, and then it's got English text underneath it, like a translation patch has been applied or something. It's very strange, but yeah, very playable, the Japanese one. But yeah, I just love the black and gold and the cyberpunk city. Again, I'm kind of contradicting what I'm saying because there's a lot of things going on here, but when you look at it from afar, I just think the whole package just really works very well, and is probably why it's so high up there in my top 10 box art, really. So yeah, next up, can we guess what I might be choosing next? What system, at least? Yes, it's another Super Famicom, and actually I never saw this box as a kid. However, I did see the artwork, and I think that kind of really stuck with me as well. And again, when I sort of started collecting for the Super Famicom, well, not collecting, I actually saw it before I started collecting, but when I saw it, I was like, I've always wanted to get this box. And it's Super Metroid. Wow. Again, the black and red just works really well. I just love the Super Metroid like writing, like the comic book style, but it's the dark but colourful artwork that's behind it that I really like. And I really wanted to get a tattoo of like a full sleeve of this artwork, sort of like Metroid in the caves with like sort of like all the creatures flying behind it. But I just felt like the art, like it might have get done too dark. Now I like my dark and colourful stuff, but I didn't know if that would translate very well. I've now found people that probably could do this very well. I just don't have enough space to get it done. But yeah, I flipping love this artwork for that reason. It was going to be a full sleeve at one point. And the fact that it's nicely on a box, I'm going to keep that for now as, well, just some great artwork. So yeah, what we on here? Four, and we're already flipping blown away by artwork. Now, next one, we're not going to choose Super Famicom, although the series does lie on the Super Famicom, and it's Super Darius. Now, I kind of wanted to choose this one because it was a different system, and we're going back to Japan again. Japanese artwork is just so beautiful. Now, Super Darius, I don't think there is a bad cover. Now, I thought I'd honour it by wearing my Darius t-shirt while I'm showing this off, talking about good artwork. Again, it's just that kind of like freaky mechanical fish with spaceships. I don't know, there is something so good about these. Again, I could have chose any of them. And do you know what? I probably prefer the Sega Saturn Darius Gaiden the best. That is probably my favourite one. However, like I say, I just think this whole series has just the best artwork as a whole. There isn't many that's got bad box artwork. Even the Amiga and the ST version, which isn't a proper Darius, even though it kind of is, even though it's not. Yeah, that has got great artwork too. Now, I'm going to do an honourable mention here. It's, like I said earlier, it's got to be games that's in our collection, so obviously that we can physically show. And one game that I actually don't own, and it could be easily number one, and it's not because of like the well-drawn artwork on it, because sometimes that doesn't always, great like artistic skills doesn't always mean great box art, video game box art. And Super Mario Brothers 3 is like something that encapsulates that. It's great advertisement, and it's a game that when you look at the box art, you just think video games as soon as you see it. It always reminds me of like washing machine powder, like sort of like the early Daz box arts and stuff. It's always reminded me of that, and I think it kind of probably has gone that way, like as the way that it's like, well, as soon as you see it, you can see it from afar and know exactly what it is, and that's why it's so good. And again, that would be in my top two, I think. I don't know, it would be hard to choose. Again, as I say, just reminds me of early childhood, and I just look, and it's just visually appealing when you see it. The way they work, all the colours, Mario's bloody happy face and everything like that. So yeah, that is my honourable mention, just because I don't own it. Who bloody hell, who knew? Oh, bloody hell, that's a bit of dust there, I think. Right, next up, one that I've only just got, so you might know what this is. You probably know what this is, and it's Castlevania Dracula XXX, or Kimoju Dracula XXX. Now, I think I mentioned the box art a lot in the pickups when I got this, and yeah, again, I tried to use some of the artwork styles on this for my sleeve that I did, but I wanted the title artist to do it in his own style, and yeah, because of that, how could I not have this up there as like one of my favourite box arts? It's just, I just love the the posterizing style. That is where it looks sort of like a, what is it, a lithograph print? Is it lithograph? I can't think. I think it's lithograph. It kind of looks like that, where it's like I say, posterized, where it's just like limited colors, and because the colors are limited, it just makes it so much more striking. And the gold on the box as well, oh, it just makes it look fantastic. And do you know what? I think this is the last Super Famicom game. Don't worry. Although I could probably have put them all up there. All of them games that I've got behind me, all have pretty much got fantastic box art. And some of them I've just bought basically for the box art, even though I can't play them. It's just like a lot of the RPGs. The RPGs, oh man, some of them have got amazing box art. But I mean, sometimes you need to back it up with a good game. But I don't know. Maybe we could do a top 10 games that I can't play box art edition. I don't know. Right, coffee time. Right, next up. Again, this one has recently come into my existence, artwork wise and probably game wise as well. I mean, I've heard of the game and I've played it like on MAME quite a few times. It's an arcade game, but I never really saw the box art, I don't think. And it's one that I just knew I had to have just through the box art alone. And it's Batsugun. Wow. Great game and absolutely fantastic box art. This is one of my favourite box arts for the Sega Saturn, I think. Well, of course it is. It's here. It's in my top 10. But yeah, this as soon as I saw this box art, I was like, don't even care what this game is. I want it. And it's one of them thicker case as well. So it's not like a normal CD dual case size. It's just got that quality to it. And it just says it there. Like when you have these spine, like by the spine as well, you know exactly when you want to play Batsugun, you know it's there. They've done it like proper, like good. Yeah, visually eye-capturing, and yeah, I mean, it's just got a cool anime style to it. And like I say, just the red and the yellow as the title just really like stands out so much, and it makes you want to play it straight away. But yeah, Batsugun, what a game. Next up, that's number 7 by the way, and we're in number 8, and we're going to be, I was saying earlier about less is more. Well, I don't know how we would describe this as less is more, but it's total NBA 97. Now, yeah, obviously, but I don't think this is going to win any box art, artistry, designs, but this is going to be up there as one of the best, like box designs ever made. Yeah, it's a basketball game, and the front cover is made out of actual physical basketball. It's actual rubber. It feels like it's come from a cheaply made basketball, but a basketball nonetheless. And on top of the blue box, the cardboard box, oh, I just love it. It's just so aesthetically pleasing, and yeah, it's one that has never left my brain. As soon like I say, I had this as a kid, not this exact one, but when I started collecting PlayStation again, I was like, need to get this. Yeah, I think again, a good box art, when you look at it, you know exactly what it is, what you're going to be playing without the actual game on the front. You know that this is a basketball game. You would know that just instantly by seeing it. And again, that makes great box art. And next up, we're going to be showing one that's, is it bad? Not bad. Is it simple? I don't know. But it's, again, visually striking. It's an Akami. And yeah, this is such a cool cover. It just has the Japanese flavour. I just love that art style, sort of like watercolour. And like, I just love the Akami, like black and red symbol behind it. And yeah, this is the game that I named my dog after. I mean, that's how visually appealing this was for me, and how strong it like spoke to me. Basically, I never even completed this, or even I had played it a little bit, but I never really got far on it before I named my dog Akami. I just because of the box art and the name and everything like that, I just thought it had to be bought, and I bought like pretty much every one before I even bloody played it for the box art alone. I mean, that's when you know that they've done a good job. But not only that, but thanks to Connor, Selective Collective on YouTube, he actually sent me the slipcover version for it, and I don't know, I think that kind of enhances it even more. I've always really known this box art cover, but this one looks just so cool. And it's hard to say which one is my favourite, because this is the nostalgic one, whereas this is just like a secondary like enhancement really to it. Just so cool. So yeah, thanks again for that, Connor. But yeah, this is Akami, of course. And we're on the last one. And what could we be choosing next? Is it going to be Japanese? Is it going to be Super Famicom? Is it going to be Saturn? No, it's not. We're going to go. And again, this could be a publisher favourite. I'm just trying to open out. yeah, this could be a publisher favourite because everything by this publisher is flipping gold. However, this is the only one I've got, and it's probably the best one as well. And it's, what is it? Shadow of the Beast for the Amiga. And wow, this box, it just like hits you because it's like, what is the shape of this box? It's just so different. It doesn't fit on the shelf properly. It just sticks out because it's so flipping awesome. And yeah, Psygnosis really did a great job with their box art. It's sort of, what would you say? What kind of artwork is it? I'm trying to think of the guy's name who did it, because the guy that did all of the Psygnosis box arts did such an incredible job. It's sort of like, is it dystopian, is it? I don't know, where it just you just feel like on your own in this really weird alien world. All of the games are like that. Really crazy abstract artwork there. And yeah, I would love to get like loads of these as posters. I can't remember what his name is who did them, but yeah, like just through the fact that the box is such an odd shape, the title on its own, just everything about this is great. A lot better than the game, I would say, as well. Yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of the game, but yeah, like, I mean, you can't deny how great. I mean, I'm really, this is what I mean. I couldn't choose the top 10 in order, because how do you choose the box art, like, sort of like levels from all of these? I mean, they're all good in different ways. I mean, I'd say like Shadow of the Beast and Darius are very similar, except obviously this is a little bit more colourful. But yeah, I think you could safely say that a lot of my favourite box arts are like the darker toned sort of like variety, where at the same time I like it very colourful as well. I like the polar opposites, but the stuff in between can kind of get a bit muddy for me. Like, as I say, this probably would be the happy medium of the two, but yeah, it just kind of doesn't get there. Doesn't really work with the box art, really. It's not rememberable like this. You'll never forget this box art. But yeah, anyway, enough waffling. That was my favourite top 10 favourite box arts. I could probably check again with the problem with these VRs. I could probably change my opinion this time next week, but they were the ones that, like, just top of my head, I need to grab them. And yeah, I'd love to hear what yours are as well. So if you do a VR, let me know. And yeah, hope to see you all soon. Cheers, bye. Oh yeah, my brain is bloody mud at the moment. Don't forget, go over to Beach Gamer, give him a sub. Watch his top 10 video as well, because there's some pretty cool box art in there as well. Some very interesting ones. Some that you've probably never even seen before. But yeah, as well, if you do a VR, let him know. I'm sure he'd be really happy to see what you've done, what your choices are as well, because I know he does like watching a lot of the YouTubers as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, see you on the next one. Bye.